Salve, salve, salve. È il più grosso spettacolo rock dell'anno, il più grosso spettacolo mondiale. Emerson, Lake and Palmer.
Keith Emerson, keyboards.
Okay, it's not going to rain anymore. We just telephoned the Vatican and it's all cool.
Greg Lake, guitar and vocals.
Oh!
Carl Palmer, drums and percussion.
Let's wait for Mr. Lake.
Come inside, the show's about to start. Guaranteed to blow your head apart. Let the Georgia get your money's worth. Greatest show in heaven, hell on earth. You gotta see the show. It's the dynamo. You gotta see the show. It's rock and roll. There behind the glass lies a real blade of grass. Careful as you pass through the long long. Come inside, the show's about to start. Guaranteed to blow your head apart. You gotta see the show. It's a dynamo. You gotta see the show. It's rock and roll. Oh.
Where it all started. Band's rehearsal rooms. Fulham, London, England, earlier this year. Rocky, Emerson's equipment roadie.
We were worried at the end of that roll that it came out too slow. So I speeded it up a bit, and then you think it's too long.
Yeah, now I'm talking about the end bit, when we're still standing on the air. And you take it from just a straight rhythm to like whatever.
We've been looking around for ages to find somewhere to rehearse. We had so many hassles to start with. We were playing in little church halls, and then we had the local neighbours complaining about the fact that it was too loud. One guy even came in and sort of complained that when he sat in the bath, the water was producing waves.
That's what messes you up, you see, before you were doing some sort of complicated
I get respect in the band as a bass player, but as a singer, you know, great. Sing the song, man.
You see, like, you have to tell me exactly what things you play. You know, like you have to tell me as well, you know.
I'd be working on a chain gang.
Day 25 of the continuing tour. Tuesday, 3 p.m., Vienna, Austria.
big relief for me to tour, because when you've been working on an album for several months, you finally get out there and play it to people, and that is the final way of expressing that piece of music, you know. So touring does mean an awful lot.
Doesn't have to be at home, doesn't have to be abroad. It can be the other side of the world, and providing the conditions are right for me, then I can perform.
That's nice one, John.
Yeah, Munich last night. We played in the Olympic Stadium with, you know, where they had the track events, cycling. And we drew more people than the Olympic Games, which is nice.
And then we're going to go to the morning. 5 p.m. Press and TV conference.
Are you preparing a new record?
Yes, we've recorded some live tracks, and we should be going back to England in a few days and starting work again to complete the album, hopefully by September. We certainly have to finish this album. That's the next thing we're going to do.
6 p.m. Audience arriving stadium. 20,000 people expected. p.m. The band arrived in dressing room. Stuart Young, the boss.
None of the Super Troopers are planted on it.
Tapes had no ice in the customs, they got stuck in the customs. They had some flying over from the States, but they got stuck in the customs. Every time I go to these gigs, it's really big.
Stray Dog, touring with Emerson, Lake and Palmer. Brian Magoo, road crew, and collector of bootleg recording equipment.
You cannot take it into the hall. They will get it back at the end of the show from the front of the stage. You must not record, right? It stays with me or I drop it.
Ladies and gentlemen!
Brian Flowers, personal roadie to the band.
Emerson! Lake! And Palmer! The tides of fate, they were sent to the gate in the burning of our yearning for life to be. Oh.
Well, I have a belief in my music, and I like to think that somebody out there is also believing it as well. Maybe it's a minority, but I like to think that somebody out there is living what I'm going through at that particular time.
Tracks 30 to 49.
Music with me is an instinctive thing. I can and have disciplined it. But when you want to put on an emotion such as aggression, and the music is not enough to express it, I let myself loose. It's sad to think that sometimes it's only the visuals that people remember.
Yeah, you see, there's a level at which you perform professionally, where you must never go below, where they dig the music. But for me, there's a different level, where I get very angry if it don't go right, and it didn't go right. It was one of those things that's...
Crowbar.
First of all, it came in about 15 seconds late.
Mike Lowe, road manager.
Did come in, it was totally the wrong sound. I mean, I know you're not stupid enough to bungle it.
Right,
You know what I mean?
I've got the channel chart made out.
Okay, let's like clear this room. Usually after most gigs there's a get-together, which is always great because you can talk about everything you've done.
So I need Francesca to be there, or else we do not go to England. I'm not thinking that. Call the record.
Listen, not one flake on this whole tour.
Alright! Yeah! Yeah, alright!
Yeah, I'll get in.
I've drank a bigger lies than that before.
Mike Schiller, German promoter.
Gregory wrecked the suite. He broke the glass with a Coca-Cola bottle and tried to blame it onto me. And I want people in the room to say who broke it. Because he's the violent one in the band, not me.
What happened to the room last night, Greg?
An accident. We had a little bit of fun with the table.
Look at this, look. See, look at this. This is a Hilton, is it? Hilton. Conrad, if you're looking in, look, one soft one, one hard one. What the use is that? What's the matter about?
Big boy, big boy.
Each concert you do every night has totally different circumstances. The lights change, and the size of the stage changes, and the acoustics on the stage change, right? And we really wanted them to remain constant. We commissioned somebody to design a proscenium, which is a metal frame, huge, mind you, 60 feet across, I think.
Nearly finished, fellas. How about some lunch?
Excuse me.
Does the pizza have meat?
Get a brown one.
Unknown, however, to the Happy Road crew, tragedy had struck. 2 days of the finest medical supervision had failed. Laryngitis had taken its toll. Without a singer, the band could not perform. The concert cancelled.
How are you feeling?
I'm like I got a steel bolt through my neck.
Yeah?
The tour schedule could not be changed. Equipment must move direct to Rome. The band agreed to return and play here at the end of the tour. 30,000 fans will not be disappointed.
There it is. You got to pull this one up now.
No, that's going back the wrong way.
Well, which one's the other side? Wait a minute, I lost it.
The band moved to Rome without Greg Lake.
You come to the Hilton Hotel, having a party, both of you coming in. Heavy massage. No way.
What do you want to do as you're starting to double do? You want to pick up one
Benny was the bouncer at the Palais de Dance. He'd slash a granny's face up, given half a chance. He'd sew you back to pieces, all for less than half a quid. He thought he was the meanest until he met with Savage Sid. Now Sidney was a greaser with some nasty roots. He poured a pint of Guinness over Benny's boots. Benny looked at Sidney. Sidney stared right back in his eye. Sidney chose a switchblade and Benny got a cold meat pie.
Everybody say hello, hi, good morning. Here we are at the Italian Quarter.
Okay, everything's all right so far.
All right. Okay, Bob. Okay.
Kelly, head trucker, organizes customs.
What hell of a fight!
Are they letting us through, Kelly? Meanwhile, back in Austria.
Doctor coming down again?
No, I don't think so. Not unless the heat gets any worse, the pain gets any worse.
But can you feel it going now, or does it still feel
It
heavy?
feels better in the body,
Yeah.
but still in the throat.
Yeah.
Still in the throat.
He had white horses, ladies by the score, all dressed in satin and waiting by the door. Ooh, what a lucky man he was. Ooh, what a lucky man he was.
Walking around in the country is a great piece for me, away from touring and away from the concerts. When a song is composed by one of us, we play it to the others and we decide if we're going to use the song inside the band. Having made that decision, we really just set about seeing what we're going to use on it, what type of instruments it needs, how long it should be, how it should fit together. Sometimes two ideas fit together, written by one by myself and one by Keith, rather unnaturally, uncannily. And that always makes things interesting from a writing point of view. In the last stages of the recording, I usually write the words. And it usually ends up that I get more pushed towards the end of an album, and they're more pushed towards the beginning of an album. I think if you can have any gift in music, the greatest gift, I think, is to be a singer. To a large extent, producing has nothing whatsoever to do with music, and almost everything to do with people. You see, as a producer, I try and develop a good feeling in the studio so that the best things come out. When the atmosphere's right and when the people perform with a true love for what they're doing, the amount that the sound matters to that is less than a lot of people would ever think.
When to fight boys for his country and his king, of his honor and his glory, people would sing. Oh, what a lucky man he was. Ooh, what a lucky man he was. A bullet had found him. His blood ran as he cried. No money could save him, so he lay down and he died. Yeah.
Oh, I hate this place.
Some sun. We're gonna see any sun down there.
There was sun and rain.
Yeah, sun.
It would have been great if I'd have made rain. Yeah. I've been all there, in the sun.
What can you do? A guy has laryngitis. You know, it's an act of God, just like the rain is. It's hard to, you know, face the fact. How much are they?
8,000.
No, you got to be kidding. Keith and Greg sort of happened to meet up on stage, and Keith was playing his piano, and Greg just got in and played some bass. We got chatting, and Keith said he was pissed off with what he was doing, and Greg says, I feel the same way with what I'm doing. They then broke up their individual bands, and they started looking for a drummer. Greg called me up and he said a classic line that just freaked me. He said, if you don't join this band, you're not only damaging yourself, but you're damaging me, and that's heavy. It's like you came in like a ton of bricks. Then I met Keith, who was very, very inhibited as a character, you know. He didn't say much, hiya man, let's play. That's what I dug about Keith, you know. Keith came in on a pure musical thing, you know. Let's play.
London, England, some months earlier.
I need to prepare the physical part of my body, like the way my arms move, to improve as a drummer, making sure that my body now is capable of playing all of these things that I've got mentally stored.
Music tutor, Gilbert Webster.
Well, I think we should do something now in the repertoire of the classical.
Okay.
Yes, I think William Tell.
Why not?
A nice overture. I think you'll like it. Right, well, you turn to William Tell. It's got a, yes. Oh, well, take your sweater off. Or the pullover, or what you could call it.
Oh,
I like the colour.
you do?
Yes, very nice.
But the T-shirt, you see what it says on it? It's a different drummer.
I know, it's all right, yes, yes. We're all different. Well, William Tell. And the best of luck.
Sussex, England.
When I write a piece, I could write it too well within my limits. I could make it easy for myself. I could write a simple 12-bar blues and maybe it would go down just as well. But I don't. The pieces which I'm writing now are beyond my limits, and they're beyond the limits of the group. But as I've got to have this push, I've got to strive for something new and different. I mean, you can play a fantastic concert and everything goes perfectly well. You play a fantastic solo, and maybe the press criticise it and put it down completely. I mean, that means nothing. It means nothing at all, because I know that how I played then was okay. So therefore, I am my own judge. I just allow my mind to wander over improvisations at the piano, at the keyboard. I don't know, I have a feeling inside me. It's not a question of visuals or whatever. It's just a feeling inside me, and it's an effect. And I try and live that effect, which I'm after. After I've created that, it's the most incredible high. I mean, I can just walk around, I'm floating on air, you know, and just living off that sensation.
the van at 9 o'clock.
Golf Alpha Zulu Whiskey Bravo.
Meanwhile, Rome, still awaiting the recovery of Greg Lake. At last, in good health, nearing Rome, day 29.
It's been very tough. God, it's been amazingly tough. It's sheer physical. It's a physical thing. It's just an incredible amount of work to be done, and the road crew are perhaps getting 2 or 3 hours sleep each night. And now we're losing guys at the rate of 1 or 2 a day in hospital with fatigue. It's gotten to be really hard. The guys are just in an awful state. On one gig, I think we had 30 guys going to the doctor, a big queue of guys at the doctor getting injections in the bum. They're all bending over.
Together again. Details of the tour are sifted, analyzed.
What are the safety things like on this?
Safety things. I'll vibe you. They're there.
The net is to catch the bulbs.
The net is to catch the bulbs. The safety chains are on all the lights.
Neil Ratner, lighting producer.
Or anything. We got proper sandbags for ballast. And we also have 2-meter stakes, steel stakes, which we've driven like 14 around the back. And we're tying guy wires. Brand new 100-meter length guy wires.
So I don't have to wear a crash helmet.
No, definitely not. It's sturdier than I ever imagined it could be. Very sturdy. Those sandbags really do a job.
I think we'd be better advised to think about like what we're going to do, sort of musically, recording-wise, and all that sort of stuff.
Francesco, Italian concert promoter.
We need a dressing room for tonight. If the group have a nice dressing room...
You want definitely the caravan?
I think it's the
I can
only
get a
answer.
caravan, but I don't want to get any responsibility on the caravan.
If we get a caravan, we can put it in behind the barrier.
Yeah, what's happening if 1,000 people come behind the barricades?
We don't bring in roadies. It's a good band.
What's happening if 2,000 people come behind the barricades?
We have 2,000 people get behind the barricades every day in Belfast.
Maybe we can have 30,000 people tonight.
Is this true? Why don't I get shabbier and shabbier?
Every time if I get dirtier and I get dirtier and I get
Yeah.
dirtier, I get dirtier.
Finally, Rome, Italy, Thursday.
Not the quick to raise the dead, feeding you to our bed. Bring the bop from heart to stone, hard and harder. Pick your bones!
Bologna, Italy, Friday.
Wanna be an angel, you wanna be a star. You wanna play some magic on my guitar. You wanna be a poet, you wanna be my string. You could be anything. Do you wanna be the lover of another? And another, you could even be the man on the moon. Do you wanna be the player? Do you wanna be the string? Let me tell you something. It just don't mean a thing. You see, it really doesn't matter if you're buried in disguise by the dark glass on your eyes, though your flesh has crystallized, but still you turn me on. Oh, you turn me on. Oh, you turn me on.
Milan, Italy, Saturday. The last of 27 concerts in 32 days.
Any more towels, Brian?
It's a fluff.
How about a groover before we go home?